I'm here in Knighton Park in the heart of Leicester city centre. Knighton Park is a unique space because it houses a woodland area. Over the past 5 weeks I've been working here in Knighton Park with Helen Mitchum, a Forest School's teacher, and some children from the Northfield House Primary School. Many of the children said they feel more comfortable and confident in the woodland area than they did at the beginning of the programme.
When we've been at Forest School, we've been learning how to make instruments made out of wood.
At Forest School, ever since I started it, I liked when we went for the trucking and when we make the popcorn.
I learned how to make stuff on the fire, like how to light a fire, how to make popcorn on the fire. I've learned also how to climb machines.
It's all around kind of helping children develop their emotional intelligence, building their own self-confidence and self-esteem, developing empathy with each other and the natural environment.
Forest School teach the children many different things that they would not learn otherwise, from fire safety to learning the age of trees. Children are able to be more independent and think more creatively, working with the tools that surround them.
Sessions are based around, for example, helping the children develop artistic expression, manners, connection to the natural environment, and I've already said kind of self-confidence, being able to relate to one another in a natural environment. And then the way that it's organised, the children kind of meet regularly, go out at least once a week, and spend kind of at least a couple of hours in the natural environment. That becomes their classroom.
To try and light a fire, we need 3 things, okay? And it's called a triangle, a fire triangle. Can we do that? Okay, so without one of these things, you don't have a triangle. Okay, so the 3 things we need for a fire. Without one of those 3 things, so if I take the wood away, there's nothing to burn, there's no fuel, is there? So we haven't got a fire. If I pour water on it, what have I done?
Extinguished.
Extinguish, good word, good boy. And with the water you have cooled it down, therefore there's no heat. Okay, so we're going to have 2 people at a time and then 1 watching, if that's all right. So what we want to do is cut something about that long, and then we're going to cut a disc off it. So you keep the disc and then we're going to split this one later and put that on the fire. So this is your saw, bow saw it's called, and this is a little one, so they're normally quite a bit bigger. So we've got a big one over there. So we could have 2 people holding one of those at the same time, but this one for now. Okay, so this is the handle, and this is the blade. That's what I call.
With your left hand?
Yes. No, the hand that you write with. Oh. Okay, so this is the blade, and these are like the teeth. They're a bit like dog's teeth. And they are sharp pieces that we're going to saw through the wood with. Okay. When you're not using this, we always put the cover, you listening Callum? Back on and clip it together, and then put it back over here on the bag. So we've got this glove on here, so that if the saw slips, my fingers are safe. But we've also put it in here, so it's not wobbling too much and it feels nice and safe. Okay, so we're going to, when you first start, you're going to cut a piece about that long, and then we'll cut a little piece off the end. But I'll just start off and show you, because I've used it before, so I can do it a little bit neater to start with. So you make a little groove, so I'm pulling it towards myself there. You can see my leg's out the way. What would happen if my leg was here?
You don't get cut.
Yeah, you could. So
Forest School not only works in Leicester but all over the UK and has been running for a really long time.
Well, it's been running in the UK for approximately 20 years, but it's based on the kind of kindergarten and outdoor education that's been running in Sweden and Denmark, Scandinavia for many, many years. It's kind of an integral part of their education. The children are taught outside and learn to integrate with the natural environment from the first year in school. It turned out in, I think it was 93, that some primary and nursery school teachers from Somerset went over to Denmark, and they found they just really liked that outdoor education way of teaching. So they brought it back to the UK, adapted it, and then started kind of making qualifications, BTEC and things like that for themselves. Then in about 2003, several organisations and the Forestry Commission set up an actual training programme for forest school leaders, and that was an Open College Network course.
Filming here over the past month or so has given me the opportunity to remember about my childhood, learning about the outdoors, camping, making fires with my friends and family. Forest School has given the children an opportunity, one that they may not have had before, to learn about the outdoors, about woodlands they may not have known as here, and given them an opportunity to come back in their spare time to learn and play with the woodland area.
Yes, there's not a moment. Well, I'll rewind that. Once you've wiped down all the tarpaulins and cleaned the mud off all the boots and the tools, there's not a single moment that I don't enjoy. You look across an engaged and invigorated class of children, you know, sparkles in their eyes, forest school, always the exciting buzzword, and they never want the projects to end, and neither do I. It really is, it's a bit of a cliche, but it's about kind of helping them blossom, planting the seed of kind of outdoor living and lifestyles in their minds and their being. And hopefully down the line, you know, they grow up to want to be the new explorers or the new Raymirs. But they, you know, the way they come and hug you at the end, and you see a more confident child from the quiet one at the start, and the children that didn't like mud on their fingers are then smeared and covered in charcoal and mud at the end, and they never want it to end. Yes, it's a great job, and you feel you're really kind of helping young people develop.
Have you enjoyed it? Have you enjoyed coming here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Something different outside of school? Do you feel like you worked as a group and like made new friends?
Yes.
Yeah? And have you enjoyed it since you've been here?
I very enjoyed it, and I don't want to go. No.
No? Do you feel like you've learned more here, some different stuff than you would in the classroom?
Yeah, because in the classroom there's not many trees. You can't light fires.
And what's your most memorable moment since you've been here?
I think making my medallion.
Yeah? Have you got it? Do you want to show me? Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much.